my name is Kirsten Meyer and I'm currently a student at Southern Utah University, and today I'm going to discuss with you case study 2-1, a team player. In the chapter case, a team player, an audit team is faced with the ethical dilemma to report the minor inventory errors discovered during the audit to a supervisor or to remain silent about the minor inventory errors because of the negative consequences that could occur if they are reported. Diane, a team member in charge of the oversight of the audit, along with the majority of the team, has agreed not to bring the inventory error to the attention of the supervisor, Jessica. The team fears that if they disclose the information about the inventory error to Jessica, it will cause the team to fall behind on the audit, and it could incur more costs that the company will have to cover because they will need to correct the errors. While Barbara, who is another team member, she believes that they should tell the supervisor to correct the errors because the inventory errors may actually be larger than they seem. After analyzing the situation, it is clear that cognitive shortcomings played a major role in Diane's position to not disclose the information to the supervisor. Diane experienced cognitive shortcomings because of her fear of being punished if she discloses the error to Jessica, because she is the one who actually discovered the error. Diane is also satisfying her own needs because she will save time by not reporting the error to her supervisor, Jessica. Diane is also considering the fact that the majority of the group does not want the error reported because it could cause rework for the group, and also the rework will be more time, and that can make the group look worse as a whole because they will be behind on the audit. All of these examples are of how Diane's cognitive shortcomings are affecting her position on the issue. Barbara can utilize Kohlberg's model by applying reason to all 6 categories of the model. It is clear that Barbara does value obedience to rules over the avoidance of punishment. Barbara is willing to speak to her supervisor to resolve the issue because she is willing to obey procedures even at the risk of punishment. Barbara is acting in accordance with her own needs because she feels a moral obligation to disclose this information. She may have to spend more time on rework, but her need to disclose information outweighs the option to perform rework for Barbara. Barbara is going against the fairness of the group if she were to report the information, but it's important to also consider the fairness of the reputation of the entire firm and the client. When perceived in that way, the fairness to the majority of others would be to report it to the supervisor, because if it goes unreported and then the error is detected later, the firm could be liable for the inventory error depending if that error does turn out to be material or not to the financial statements. Barbara's respect for the law and order will also be fulfilled if she reports the error so that it can be accounted for correctly. There is a great harm that can occur to the team and to the client of the firm if the inventory goes uncorrected and turns out to be material, as mentioned previously. Barbara should report it to avoid any material error to the financial statements or risk of error. Finally, by not reporting the error, it would be unjust towards the audit client and could result in further financial misstatements in the future if it goes uncorrected. If I were in Barbara's situation, I would first approach my team and explain to them the moral obligation that we have to our company and to ourselves to report the error to our supervisor. I would also explain that the error would be less rework to correct if it were taken care of now than in the future. And I would expect some pushback from the team, arguing that the punishment could be worse now and the rework would be worse now, but I would confirm to my team and reaffirm that it is better to address the issue now then deal with the repercussions later, and I would report the error to my supervisor to ensure that the audit client is represented fairly and our firm's reputation is upheld. And thank you for watching this presentation. Please reach out if you have any questions.